Okay, before we switch over to the mechanism task, I just want to call your attention to the model tree. So the S-beam, the plate, and the other beam are all fully constrained. The axle and the other axle are partially constrained because they can rotate, and now the two gears are fully constrained to their respective axles, but since they're connected to something that can rotate, they got this other little box symbol. So that's just giving you an idea of what these symbols mean on the model tree. You might also notice that I went ahead and I changed the colors of the axles back to black. Alright, so now up here on the main menu, under Applications, I'm going to go from the standard assembly mode into mechanism mode. And you'll see that we get a different change of our menus over here on the right hand side. You see that we have a model tree and a mechanism tree, and these two yellow arrows, which are my motion axes, have become evident or visible to each other. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to get in here and put a relationship between these two axles. A relationship between gears is, as you would expect, the gear pair connections. So we're going to select this, and the only thing we have to do here is decide we have a gear 1 and a gear 2. So gear 1, we're going to define its motion axis, and we're going to get its pitch circle diameter, and in this case we're just going to select the number of teeth, in this case 24. So I'm going to select the motion axis of the 24 tooth gear, and you see it selects a bunch of other things because it needs to know these other aspects of it, as in what's the body where the rotating parts are connected to, and where is the ground in respect to the assembly. But it does that automatically. The only thing that it's waiting for us to add in is the fact that this is a 24 tooth gear. The next one we need to select on is gear 2. Here's the other motion axis. Again, it's doing the same thing in terms of the pinion and the carrier. And this one, the diameter is 8. And if I select and apply that and say OK, it should have created, oh, it did create the gears, but I have the display turned off. So my mistake there. So you can see that there's two gears showing up, just a little gear icon, and you can verify that the gears are working by grabbing on your hand and rotating one of the gears, and you see that they mesh together nicely. Alright, so that's the idea of putting the gears together. And you can actually go under the mechanism tree, under connections, under gears, you can see that we have created one gear pair for our assembly.